This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 FM and iTalk1067.com. Also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, Octopus Car Wash, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, and Little Blue Bird Studios. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
We've been there waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so we can fill a propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right, not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy, Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live the smile, love your smile.
Welcome to Blue Ridge High School, home of the White Mountain Firefighters White Mountain Holiday Classic, and we are at the championship game of this tournament, featuring the Santan Foothills Sabercats and the Gila Ridge Hawks, coming from us Yuma and the Santan Valley, respectively. Brandon, the pick of this game, before we move on, is going to be number 11 for the Gila Ridge Hawks, and that is Jamison Kay.
Man, Jamison Kay, just yesterday, he surpassed his 1,000-point mark for his career. He did it almost in the first quarter. He needed 17 points coming into the game. He got 16 in the first quarter. He's just a junior, certainly the star, and not just star shooter and star scorer, but he is a great team player. He finds the open man. He's going to be a force to reckon, but certainly he needs the Sabercats are going to have to stop him. But it's not just him. Number 2, Wiggins as well. Number 22, Medina. This Gila Ridge team, they have a lot of weapons.
I'm looking forward to just seeing how these two teams play. They're two teams that normally don't see each other. Neither one of them are traditional powerhouses, but they come up here to this tournament. They've had about 4 or 5 hours to get their legs underneath them.
Right.
They're something to play for a little bit, and it's going to be interesting to see. I think these teams match up well. You saw them yesterday. I saw them this morning. We're going to see how what happens in the transition game. We're going to see how Kay's utilized. If Kay's hot, what is Santan going to do to slow him down?
Well, they got to play good defense on him. They certainly, they don't want to get a hot hand. They need to contest his shots, play good defense, make sure there's a hand in his face every shot he takes, and make him work for his shots. Make him utilize his other team, make the other players on the team step up and have a big game. For the Sabercats, I got to be honest with you, I saw them play yesterday. I don't really remember a whole lot about their game. I don't know a whole lot about their team.
This morning, Padilla was their big scorer. This morning, Padilla knocked down a 3 very early in the game, and then he was consistent scoring. Also, Bello, Jacob Bello, number 15, was able to put some shots together and help them come out victorious. But like I say, it's a unique situation for us here in the White Mountains to be covering two teams that we don't see, and two very similar styles of basketball.
Well, certainly both teams are in the championship, so both of them have a lot of not just skill, but they have a lot of different weapons. You don't get to the championship game just by having one star on your team, so certainly there's stars all over the court tonight. These are your Ace Hardware keys to the game. I would say teams, like in every high school basketball game, whoever turns the ball over the least, probably going to win. You need to minimize your second chance attempts if you're on the defensive end. Box out, get your defensive rebounds, minimize the second and third chance attempts for the offense, and play good defense. Be smart on the offense. Turn the ball over, and look for the open shot. Don't force shots. Those are your Ace Hardware keys to the game. 24/7 locksmith at Ace Hardware. If next time you're locked in your car, maybe you see the key replaced, maybe you're like Chris Bennett and you don't know where you lost your keys, called Ace Hardware, your helpful place with 3 locations, Pine Top, Overgard, and Show Low. Time now for our Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center injury report. I don't believe there are any injuries to report. Probably just some sore muscles, I'm sure.
Yep. Tired legs.
Tired legs, I'm sure. But don't forget, Summit Regional Medical Center has everything your athlete needs to get back in the game. That is Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center. Nice shot of the shoes there of the SaberCats. We're here in the final minute before we get to our Northland Pioneer College tip-off. Let me tell you this. When it comes time to tip off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona. That is Northland Pioneer College. We got about 39 seconds left before we tip off this championship game. Aaron, let's get some predictions here. Who comes out on top?
I want to see a 51-50 ball game that comes down to a last-second shot similar to what we had. Keegan Clark throwing up that last shot didn't go in for the Cougars, but I'd like to see something like that. It just makes the tournament a little better. Over in the other gym, I believe we have is the home team, the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets, playing there?
I don't know.
It looks like we're standing for the national anthem.
Yeah,
on
the
this
Blue
one.
Ridge Yellow Jackets are playing, and they're getting destroyed right now. I don't know what we're doing. Let's wait till we have an announcement to see exactly what is before we do go to a commercial. Let's hang out and see what's happening here. Maybe we want to check out if they're going to do some introductions of the players. We'd love to catch that on film. Well, the voice of the tournament, Ron Everingham, is about to speak.
Okay, guys, welcome to the 2020 20th Annual White Mountain Holiday Classic, and our Santan Foothills is going to be playing Gila Ridge. We're looking forward to a great contest. Let's go ahead and start off with our starting lineups. First, for Gila Ridge, we have starting number 2, C.J. Wiggins.
C.J. Wiggins, starter for the Gila Ridge Hawks.
Number 11, Jamison K.
The aforementioned Jamison K, the junior.
Number 12, Connor White.
Connor White, number 12.
Number 22, Christian Medina.
Number 22, Funky Cole Medina. And Jordan Stevens. Those are your starting 5 for the Gila Ridge Hawks.
You know, Stevens' last game, when he played this morning to put him in the championship game, did a heck of a job. He was definitely not on the board. He was not as many points, but he had a very good game.
I couldn't catch the names.
Tucker. Both Tuckers, 1 and 3. Joseph Padilla, number 10. What?
Ron said Padilla. That's great. Ron said Padilla.
Jacob Bello, that's a big body.
Chris
for the
Bennett, make sure you remember that for the morning show.
We're going to go to the national anthem. We're going to cut to a commercial. This is Show Low Force presentation of White Mountain Basketball on italk1067.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
You've been there waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so we can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware, their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Show Low Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Show Low Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Show Low Ford has the best deal. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at ShowLowFord.com.
We're back. Blue Ridge High School, home of the White Mountain Holiday Classic Basketball Tournament, the championship game between the Gila Ridge Hawks and the Santan Foothills SaberCats. Bringing you the action live is myself, Aaron Hewish, along with Brandon Todd as our color commentator tonight. We're going to get set for the Northland Pioneer College tip-off. When it comes time to tip off your college education, Northland Pioneer College has the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona. Tip-off goes to Padilla. Padilla looks. Here we go with Tucker for the drive. Tucker, no good. Stevens with the rebound. Stevens tipped back to Gila Ridge, to Santan. And that is, I'm going to have a rough time with these Santan numbers, Brandon.
It's 15 right there, battling underneath. Oh, they're calling a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Oh, wow. They're calling jump ball instead of a foul.
To those of you watching our broadcast, I I'm going to have to look at the monitor a lot more than normal to pick up these numbers off the Santan Foothills SaberCats. Oh, there's 22, and that is
Funky Cole Medina.
for 3.
What's number 15's name?
Number 15 for Santan? Jacob Bello, sir.
Bello.
And there's Bello inside, and Bello up and good for 2. 3-2 early on. Santan, 7 minutes left to play in the first quarter. And there is Stevens for the Hawks. Stevens with that big body kicks it over to number 22, Medina. And Medina with the ball over to Wiggins. Wiggins with a 3, and it is going to be good. Wiggins knocks down the 3.
It's going to be a high-scoring game, Aaron.
I think it could be. It's going to be if Santan's going to bring out their 3-point game early. Interesting over. I cannot make out these numbers. I'm having such a hard time. We're going to get whistled. We're going to get a foul on Gila Ridge. 23 is Stevens for the Hawks with his first personal, first team. Number 10, Padilla at the line to shoot 2. Padilla's first one is no good. 6-2 here. 6:21 left in the first quarter.
It's not Mobile Auto Glass free throw.
Padilla, Joseph Padilla up for a second one is good. Cuts the lead in half, 6-3. Gila Ridge on top. Gila Ridge. Here's Kay bringing down the ball. James Kay out to number 23, Stevens. Stevens, 15-foot jumper, no good. Rebound off to Tucker for the SaberCats. Tucker over to Tucker. Down with the ball. Hit his tip and gone away. That is Kay. Brings it down to number 22, and he's going to get fouled by Tucker for the SaberCats. His first personal, first team.
Yeah, it's just good defense there by Kay, being alert, being able to deflect the pass and then find his outlet guy, Medina, on the fast break. Medina unable to convert, but goes up hard, gets fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
6-2 or 6-3 early on here. Medina's first free throw is good. Cuts their 6 to lead 7-3.
We got a solid officiating crew except for the guy right in front of us.
Best in the mountain. Eight to 3 early on here. Gila Ridge over Santan Foothills. Santan Foothills got down early by those 2 threes. Here's the Bello. Bello's going to send it out to number 11, and that is Corral. Tucker with the dribble. Tucker goes inside. He has it taken away by Wiggins. Wiggins driving hard. Wiggins is going to put up a very different crossover layup. Wiggins is going to hit the 2.
Just great athleticism by Wiggins there to not only not travel, but to
know where the basket's at.
Split the defenders, yeah.
That is 11, and that is Corral, 4-2. Corral puts 5 on the board, and here comes Wiggins again. Wiggins for 2. 12-5 here with 5 minutes and 19 seconds left. And to be honest, Brandon, we do have a very good officiating crew here tonight. We have these guys have played, not played, but these guys have been in more games than the players, doing the best job they can to make sure this tournament goes well. And it's been, in our gym so far today, it's been pretty good sportsmanship with these teams. There's a rebound by White. It's going to give it over to Kay. Kay dribbling. Kay's going to bring it to the top of the key. Seems to be where he likes to shoot. Throws it into Stevens. Stevens dribbling hard. Stevens now kicks it out to number 22, and that is Medina, and he's off the mark. That's 10 with the ball. Padilla throws it out to, is that Tucker?
No,
that's Corral for 3.
Yeah, you know what? That's just great ball movement by the Santan Foothills to find the open man in transition and nail down the tray.
You know, we're going to keep it here right now. 12-8, Gila Ridge on top of the Santan Foothills SaberCats. The interesting thing, Brandon, I'm seeing right now is if it weren't for those 2 threes, boom, boom, we're in a real tight ball game. As it is, we're still in a – but Santan's going to have to counteract these fast breaks that the Gila Ridge Hawks have gotten off real quick here.
Yeah, you just got to get back on defense. You got to understand that, okay, you know, they've kind of cherry-picked you a couple times already, so just be ready for it. And when the shot's going up, get back on defense. Don't NBA it. You know, I can't stand watching an NBA where a guy will, he'll make a shot or he'll miss a shot and he'll stand there and either complain about the foul or admire his shot when all of a sudden the team's on a 5-on-4 on the other end. So just get back on defense. That's all it is.
Smith bringing the ball up for the Hawks. Smith's over to Medina to Stevens. Stevens right at the free throw line. Stevens drives, fakes, puts it up, misses the shot. However, it's going to be rebounded by his teammate Smith. Smith's going to fade for about a 9-foot jumper. It's going to fall. No good. Rebound is to Tucker. Tucker up the court to Padilla. Padilla brings it up on the far side. Padilla dishes into Bello. Bello up and off the glass for 2. Bello, great job getting that 2 points in there. Cuts the lead 12-10. 3 minutes and 53 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Santan's patient when they have the ball.
And that could be a good thing, or it could be if wow. And that is Wiggins for another three-pointer. Wiggins has been a wrecking crew this first quarter thus far. 3:30 left to play, 15-10. Gila Ridge on top. There's a pass out back to Tucker. Tucker's going to look to set it up. Passes to other Tucker. And Tucker over to Padilla. Padilla is going to drive the lane. Padilla dishes it into Bello. Bello is up. Reverse layup is good. That's 6 points for Bello. Brandon, talk about the size difference between these two teams. Bello is basically the only big man that I see.
Yeah, so certainly the size advantage goes to Gila Ridge, but I would say the athleticism and the patience to get a good shot and make sure they're not forcing a shot goes to Santan.
Yeah, this Hawks team is very, very physical, whereas there's a finesse factor. There's a finesse factor to this Santan team, and they're very patient, like you say.
Jamison Gay right there, he shows you the ability not only to make baskets, but also to be patient and find the open man.
There's Corral for two. 17-14 early on, 2 minutes and 33 seconds left here in the first quarter, almost halfway through the first half. There's number 2, Wiggins. Wiggins off the mark. I keep wanting to call him Wiggum, like from Chief Wiggum and The Simpsons, but that's not going to go over very well. There's Tucker for three. 3 off for 3. Stevens gets the rebound and has it knocked away by Padilla. Padilla is going to be whistled for his first personal, second team.
Stevens always looks like he's just upset to be out there.
He's intense.
He's intense. He plays hard. He just always looks upset. It's interesting.
Been an interesting game so far. It actually has kind of gone a little bit like I thought it would, but I did not think Santan was going to come out as finesse as they are. Here's 25 Smith, and Smith tickles the twine for 2.
I can't remember the last shot that was missed.
19-14, Gila Ridge on top. A very, very, very uncomfortable 5-point lead for Gila Ridge. And referee Brian Lang whistles a travel, and it is going to be a turnover, and Gila Ridge is going to get the ball. We're also going to have number 33, Cox. Ammon Cox is going to check in to the game for the Gila Ridge Hawks. Here's Smith bringing up the ball. Smith utilizing his size advantage he has against Corral. Hands it over to Wiggins. Wiggins tries to go to his left. Wiggins a little bit of a push off against Tucker. Back to Smith. Smith trying to drive. Hands it over to Cox. Back to Smith. Over to Kay. Kay been silent in this game so far, but I don't expect that to last much longer. Kay being guarded by Tucker. Kay goes to his right, moves, and goes and puts it up, and he is blocked by Bello. Bello takes the ball, and now Bello's bringing it down. Bello's going to try to go coast to coast, and now Bello is blocked by number 12, White of the Gila Ridge Hawks.
I highly doubt Bello handles the ball very often.
Hey, there's your 2 missed shots. Of course, they weren't really shots.
Yeah.
33 Cox back out to Smith. Smith for a long 3. Good. 22-14 with 43 seconds left in this first quarter here from Blue Ridge High School. Padilla up. Padilla puts it in for 2. Great job by Padilla. 22-16 as the first quarter is going to fade out with the chance for probably 1 or 2 shots here. Kay's going to drive the lane, and Kay dishes, and he gives to Cox 33 for 2 points.
That's the ability that Kay has. He's such a good player that when he drives the lane, you have to double team him. And he's so good, it's such good vision that when he gets that double team, he finds the open man for an open look.
There's a missed ball by Padilla for 3. 6.2 seconds left. 24-16. The Gila Ridge Hawks up on the Santan Foothills Sabercats. Here's Bello going to check out the game, get a little bit of extended rest. I see him checking in probably to start the second quarter because without Bello, they don't have a counteracting for a lot of what's going on here. Johnson, number 1, is going to bring it down, brings it across the time stripe. And that's going to be fired up by Smith, and it is going to be no good. We're going to take a break here. This is Show LaForce presentation of White Mountain Basketball on italk7.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Well, we're back here, start of our Northland Pioneer College second quarter. Want to remind you that when it's time for you to start your second quarter of your life, choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona. That's Northland Pioneer College. Well, after the first quarter,
24-16, the Gila Ridge Hawks on top, which is kind of, I didn't expect them to be up by this much, but this is what I kind of expected. I see the play of Santan possibly bringing them back here.
This game's going to get close for sure.
Now we talk about rolling. He's rolling and tucking the pants.
Yeah, this guy, this is ridiculous. Just put on some smaller shorts, dude.
Here's Tucker bringing the ball. Tucker hands it over to Tucker. Back to Tucker. Tucker with the ball. Sends it out to Padilla. Joseph Padilla over to Tucker. To the other Tucker, number 3. Over to, is that 32? Is that Delt? And Gila Ridge, and that's Kay that steals it. Kay's going to try to take the ball and go coast to coast here. Nope. Kay's going to take it off to Smith. Smith's going to drive the lane. Smith's going to be given a little bit of body. However, that does not stop him from putting up a shot and giving his team 26 on the board and a 10-point lead. 26-16 with 7:15 left to play. Here's Tucker driving the lane, top of the key, back out to his comrade Tucker. Inside Padilla. Padilla goes, drives, and is fouled on the shot. Foul is going to fall to number 23, Stevens. Second personal, second team.
Yeah, it's only the 4th total foul of the game so far. So, I wouldn't say it's not a physical game out there. The refs just doing a good job of letting the boys play.
They're letting the boys play, but they're calling it where it needs to be called. They're doing a fantastic job. The games we've seen today have been very well officiated.
You compliment the refs a lot. Were you a ref once upon a time?
I wasn't.
Are you related to the refs?
I'm not related to the refs. I just think these guys do a fantastic job.
Yeah.
And they have a very hard job, and they do it extremely well.
Yeah, I agree.
There's Tucker with the rebound out to Corral. Corral to Tucker for a long 3, and Tucker nails the 3 and gives his team another 3 on the board, 26-20.
Anybody on the court for both teams can score at any point. So I really don't think there's any lead that's safe right now between these two teams. Got a box out there. That's just a terrible job of rebounding.
Last game we saw this morning was Delt. Delt did a fantastic job. There's Mr. Lang in there. Calls a jump ball. We're going to have a substitution. Hollis is going to check in for Tucker for the SaberCats. Kay's going to inbound the ball. Kay inbounds it to number 12, and that is White.
They had the play. They had the shot they wanted. They ran the play, executed it, just couldn't make the shot.
Boom. That is Corral for 3.
Just like that, it's a 3-point game.
It is a 3-point game, 26-23. Oh, whistled in for a foul. 2 shots. They're going to credit that foul to 5. That's Hollis, who just checked in the game. First personal, third team. Maybe Brandon. And maybe I'm going a little too far on this with these shorts, because we've seen some altered shorts, volleyball spandex.
No, dude, that's the worst idea I've ever heard.
Okay, I agree with that, actually. I'm just
Men's
trying to
basketball wearing volleyball spandex.
The way they're going
I'm
with some of
judging you
these,
so hard right now.
it's
It's not
fine.
even funny.
But the way that they're, I just don't like it.
It's like it's basically like a Larry Bird status out there right now.
No, because Larry Bird just wore short shorts. John Stockton, Larry Bird. That's
He made
just
one of two
way it
Mountain
happened.
Mobile autographs free throws. Oh, it's a good drive. Just couldn't get the roll.
27-23, 4-point lead for the Gila Ridge Hawks. There's Kay with the miss, a rare miss. Ball's off the back, and we're going to have a turnover.
Santan's doing a good job of not giving Jamison Kay any easy buckets. Most of his shots being contested, and when he's driving the lane, they're fouling him pretty hard. Just saying, hey, you want to come in the lane here? You're going to get, you're going to pay for it.
But opening the little bit of path for his teammates, which isn't a bad thing either.
He's so good, such good vision that even when he does get double teamed, he finds the open man.
There's Tucker for 3, and Tucker hits another 3. And
these point guards, the point guards for Santan, they not only are they great ball handlers, but they can shoot the ball.
27-26, 5.5 left to play here in the second quarter. The end of the first half. There's Smith driving the lane, 25, and it's not going to fall. Rebound goes to number 5, and that is Hollis. Hollis dribbling the ball, loses it, gets it back, gets it back, sends it over to number 11, and that is Corral. Back to Tucker, back to Corral. We have number 40. I don't have number 40 for Santan in my book. Do we have him on the...
Here, I'll look. You go ahead.
Oh, okay. We've been informed at 20. Okay, perfect. That works. I'm not the official book, so it doesn't matter. 40 is Becerra. He's in the game. And we have a nice little from Wiggins for two. We're going to get a timeout. 29-26 as we move forward in this game. The Show Low Ford presentation of White Mountain Basketball on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so we can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Hebert. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
All right, back here at Blue Ridge High School, I'm Aaron Hewish, next to Brandon Todd to my right, the fabulous Brandon Todd. If you haven't have heard him in the morning, I actually have heard him a couple times, and I wondered if it was the Brandon Todd, and now I am next to him. 29-26. The Gila Ridge Hawks over the Santan Foothills SaberCats as we move forward in the second quarter. 4.5 left to play in this first half of the Blue Ridge White Mountain Holiday Classic. That was a nice. That was number, who was that? Was that 12? Was that Delt 32? 32.
Sure
Delt 32 for 2. 29-28. Approaching halfway left in this quarter. 4 minutes left in the half. You know, Jamison Kay's been pretty quiet so far in this quarter, but I still, once the young man gets hot, it's going to be tough to. But it looks like they're bringing out 2 on him. Kay dishes over to Medina. Medina to 2, which is Wiggins. Wiggins is going to put it up.
Wow!
And that's going to be a 2-point shot by Wiggins. The referee, Mr. Lang. 32. It was a 2, so it's 31. $31-28 the score here. Corral content to run the clock a little bit. 31-28, 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in this first quarter. Corral's over to Tucker. Tucker over to Delt. Delt with the ball. Now he brings it out, looking to make a move inside. Tries to work off a pick. Sends it over to Tucker. Tucker for 3, no good. Rebound is by Delt. Delt sends it out to number 11, and that is Corral. Corral missed off the rebound, and the ball is going to be given to Gila Ridge.
Great job by Santan getting the offensive rebound. The problem is they just didn't take a good shot once they got the offensive rebound. There you see again. You see Kay driving again, and they're being very physical with Kay. They're really not allowing him to get in any sort of rhythm.
Well,
he goes down hard there, too.
When you've done what he has, and he's kind of been, we heard the chirps at him as we came to this tournament, and so if I'm a coach from an opposing team, I'm saying, hey, we're going to face guys that are this good. We're going to do what we need to shut them down and try to win this ball game. So Santan Foothills doing a great job of keeping them contained. Here's Kay for 3, and as soon as we say that, he puts up a shot, and an open shot, misses it. Rebounded, thrown inside to number 22, Medina, and Medina puts it up for 2. 33-28, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first half, second quarter of this White Mountain Holiday Classic. Ball's now controlled by Padilla out at the top of the key. Padilla doing a lot of the ball handling stuff for the SaberCats. Thrown over to Hollis, who misses it off. Hollis now takes it around, misses the basket, and sends it over to number 10. That's Joe Padilla. Padilla looking to make a long 3. He does not. He kicks it over to Tucker. Tucker sends it over to Delt. Delt's on the near side. Delt looking. Now he throws up a 3. Oh, he makes the 3, but he did not call that. Therefore, the bank shot
Bank's
does not count.
Bank's open for business, baby.
The bank is open for business. Brandon Todd, that is one of the most genius things I've heard from a broadcast today. Oh. rolled around. Now given to Kay. Kay throws it out to his teammate Johnson. Johnson long 3, no good. And that's Bello with the rebound. They got that big body Bello back in.
Big body Bello, well done.
Well, sometimes they just flow. I still will never be the great
Speaking
Brandon
of
Todd.
Bello, he has dude looks like he's 40. Look at that beard on Bello. Like, someone check his birth certificate. That guy is 40 years old.
No,
look at that beard.
He's not 40.
I'm 32. I'm jealous of this dude's beard.
Foul's going to be on Medina for the SaberCats. That's going to be his first personal, third team. Not a lot of fouls coming. Minute 18 left, 33-31. Delt's going to be at the line to shoot the front of 2 shots, and he is unsuccessful in the first one.
He made it.
He did make it?
Yeah, he made it.
Wow.
Made the first of the 2 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws.
33-32. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws. Here goes Delt. Misses the second. That's what I meant to say. Made the first, missed the second. You know how it is. 33-32, minute 14 left in this ball game. Kay goes, drives, misses off the mark. There's Bello with the rebound, gives it out to Delt. Delt looking at the clock, sees that there's a minute left, going to bring it up slowly, crosses the time stripe. Number 32, Bello with the ball. And that is Isaiah Bello from the Santan Foothills SaberCat. Gives it to Isaiah Delt, gives it to Bello. What's Bello's first name? Jacob Bello, who Mr. Todd says is 40 years old.
He's at least 40.
There's ball into Bello. Bello misses off the mark, and we're going to have an out of bounds, and it is going to be whistled. The ball is going to go to the Santan the Gila Ridge Hawks. Ball's inbounded to Smith. Smith's going to bring the ball up this time. Smith's going to cross the time stripe with 36 seconds left, up by 1. Gets the ball over to Medina. Medina over to Johnson. Johnson back to Medina, almost knocked away by Delt. Throws it over to number 12. That is White. White back over to Smith this side. Smith to his left. Smith throws up a 13-foot jumper, no good. Bello with the rebound. Bello gives it to Delt. Delt trying to push it a little bit. Bello trailing to the far side. Gives it to Tucker. Tucker puts it up for 3. And it is going to be good. Tucker is going to be fouled, and he's going to have an and one. And that is more importantly going to give Santan Foothills a lead. 35-33 with a chance to go to the line. 12 seconds left.
You know, that's an early candidate for our Beeler Orthodontics Live to Smile, Love Your Smile straight line play of the game.
That's a good point, Brandon. I like
not
that.
very often you see a 4-point play, even an attempt at a 4-point play.
He's got to make it to be a 4-point
well, even
play.
an attempt. There you go. There's your
4-point
4-point
play.
The rare 4-point play.
You know, in football, they have 6-point plays. They're called touchdowns.
That was insightful.
I know. Speaking of football, we have some playoff games going. For those of you who are watching iTalk on the iPad and have the football game up on probably CBS.
On the
since
booth
it's
tube?
AFC. CBS or ESPN. I'm not sure who's doing it. I think it's ESPN, actually. Here we go, Stevens.
5 seconds.
Over to Johnson, 5-4. Johnson going to pass it over to Wiggins. Wiggins for the shot, no good. And that's going to fall to give us our halftime score. The halftime, San Foothills SaberCats lead the Gila Ridge Hawks 36-33. This is Show Ford's presentation of White Mountain Basketball on iTalk1067.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care for at home.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware, their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
I chose North Lane Pioneer College because it's close to where I live. My instructor taught me how to build a foundation and framing and use different tools I haven't used. There's always work everywhere. I want to get educated and start from the bottom and learn how to find myself and what I can do. MPC's transforming my life.
I chose MPC because it offers good quality education. Ultimately, I want to be a nurse anesthetist. This is the start of the path. And instructors want you to succeed, which is really helpful. I learned a lot so far in just one semester. It's incredibly great how much I've learned. Northland Pioneer College is transforming my life by helping me achieve my goals in my career.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
You've been there, wait for a gas station for the guy to free up so we can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Welcome back to the White Mountain Firefighters Holiday Classic Basketball Tournament, Boys Basketball Tournament. We're on the championship game here. We have the Santan Foothills Sabercats versus Gila Ridge Hawks. Right now, it's a 3-point game. Leading the game right now is the Santan Foothills Sabercats. I'm Brandon Todd, my side with Aaron Hewish. Before we get set to tip off our second half, I want to remind you that when it comes time for you to tip off your second half of life, choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona.
That's Northland Pioneer College.
Northland Pioneer College, lowest tuition in the state of Arizona. Let's talk about our Ace Hardware keys to the second half, Aaron. So, it's a 3-point game, 36-33. We've seen a bigger lead. We saw a bigger lead by the Gila Ridge, then Santan able to not only diminish lead, but also take a lead of their own. What do you think the keys to the second half are?
Santan Foothills has to keep playing this finesse style of ball. Bello has been a huge key for them. Bello's size matches up, and so these guys are running around the perimeter from Gila Ridge, these big bodies, and Bello's just kind of sticking in there and getting to his buddies, and they're doing a lot of running. So I look for a lot of the same from Santan Foothills. I look for a little bit of adjustments from Gila Ridge to go in and possibly try to take advantage of this size in the middle.
I give it up to Santan. They're really not allowing the star of Gila Ridge, Jamison Kay, to really get any kind of momentum, any kind of rhythm in his game. Just limited to how many points?
I have Kay down for none so far, but that doesn't mean anything.
Well, it does. It means a lot, actually.
Well,
Aaron.
true.
He hasn't.
That is
the
true,
man
Brandon.
has scored over 1,000 points in his career in just 2.5 years. He has no points to to speak of in this game. That's huge. Santan's doing a great job.
Allowing his teammates to get the buckets for him. But
Certainly. If we kept track of assists, I'm sure he has at least 5 or 6 assists.
I will say this. A lot of guys that are scorers don't see very good on the defensive side. He is a very active defensive ball player. And you can tell they're looking to him for defense and leadership. I look for him to actually come up and make some – maybe he won't have the leading point scorer, but I look for him to make some big plays that make a difference for
certainly.
Gila Ridge.
He's a difference maker just for being on the court. Those are Ace Hardware keys to the game. Hey, remember, if you're like Chris Bennett and you lose your keys everywhere, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains has 3 locations that help you out. If you need a key replaced or maybe you just need a life replacement, Ace Hardware, Pine Top, Show Low, and Heber Overguard. Time now for Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center injury report. No injuries in the first half to speak of, so that's your Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center injury report. But understand this, if your athlete needs to get back in the game, no better place than Summit Regional Medical Center to help you get that done.
Good people there. Good people that work there.
We have 2 minutes left here at halftime. Why don't we go and step away? We'll be back in 1 minute. We'll bring you the second half of this championship game. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school basketball right here on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at the locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
We're back at Blue Ridge High School for the last half of the Holiday Classic. Right now we have some all-tournament awards, an all-tournament team being given by our good friend Ron Everingham.
Yeah, we see Cooper Burbank from Chin Lee being awarded an all-tournament team. Also number 21, Brim Hall from Blue Ridge being awarded all-tournament team as well.
Cooper Burbank getting a picture there from with his coach, Coach Mendoza.
Got the Netflix crew here as well, recording their documentary on the Chin Lee High School. Season 2. Was it Basketball or Nothing?
Basketball or Nothing.
Did you watch Season 1? Did you watch Season 1?
I did.
It's pretty good.
I did. I actually have a about 2-second cameo in that.
Do you?
Because I'm at the table of the Snowflake game.
My man.
I made my Netflix debut. But you know what?
My man.
It doesn't matter because it's. But
you know what? It does matter, Aaron. It does matter.
I actually have an interesting story about that if we lull in the second half. But I had a long-lost brother of mine, long story, text me from New Jersey and say, hey, I just saw you on Netflix.
Oh, wow.
So there you go.
That's cool.
But you know what? Cooper Burbank definitely the star of that documentary, and it was very, very well done to get to know that Chin Lee basketball team.
Yeah.
Kudos to Coach Mendoza for what he does for these athletes and the difficult situations they're put in.
Sure.
You know, Brandon, we're going to start the second half here, and we're going to have 16 minutes of basketball, and we have the Santan Foothills SaberCats up on the Gila Ridge Hawks, 36-33. There's the inbounds to Wiggins. Wiggins brings the ball to the near side, passes back out to Kay. Kay's looking. Kay's going to get a little more involved this half. Over to 22, which is none other than Medina. Medina over to White. Back to Wiggins. Wiggins to the middle.
Shout out to my boy Chris Bennett giving me that nickname.
I believe Stevens, 23, Stevens.
Oh, we have an offensive foul, huh? Foul's going to be on 22, Medina. Oh, that's a good shot by Delt.
Delt has done a great job both games they've been in. He extends the lead 38-33.
The Funky Cole Medina for free.
38-36 now. The lead from Santan Foothills dwindles just a hair. 38-36, 7 minutes left in this third quarter. Passes over here to Delt. Delt going to give it back to Tucker. Tucker inside to Padilla. Padilla up
Good
and in. Padilla lays it up and in. Left hand. Great job by Padilla.
That's great ball movement by the Santan SaberCats as well. Moving the ball around, getting the defense moving, finding an open man. He goes up strong with the left hand.
Stevens, and Bellows going to be whistled for that foul. However, that's going to be Bellows first, and it's going to be the first team of the half. But White's going to go to the line and shoot two. No. Stevens is going to go to the line and shoot two.
Yep.
You know, Brandon, I have to apologize to these teams. I don't see them on a regular basis. I don't know. So this is the second game we've called them today, so I apologize for mixing up the names. Getting me to pronounce them right is about most of the battle. So, and Medina makes.
Aaron, you're too hard on yourself. You're doing a fine job.
Oh, I will never be Brandon Todd level.
Well, yeah, probably not.
Now that Bennett guy, I might be at his level someday.
You already are.
There's Kay. Kay's going to bring the ball. He's going to tip it back to White. Over to Medina. Stevens for three, off the mark. Delt's going to grab the rebound, up three, 40-37. 6:17 left. Delt brings the ball through center court. Delt trying hard to go through. He goes through to Bello. And Bello is going to be hit on the hand by Kay for a foul. That's good. Kay's first personal, first team of the half. Bello is going to go to the line to shoot two. And I think, Brandon, that's what we talked about, is the finesse ball, but getting it into Bello, the big guy, to kind of bang around in there and make that shot.
One of the things that I noticed about Kay, though, is that every time a foul is called on him, it's never a foul. And whenever a foul isn't called, it always should have been. And I'd kind of like to see him just take a little bit more ownership of his fouls. You know, like kind of, yeah, okay, that was a foul on me. Reminds me a lot of who's that James guy in the NBA?
James guy in the NBA.
I can't stand that James guy. LeBron James.
LeBron.
Yes.
LeBron. Not really. Don't watch much of the NBA. Here goes Kay. Kay drives, and he looks like he's going to lay it up and in. It is no good, however. Intercepted by 5, which is Hollis. Hollis down. Hollis close to a travel. However, he's going to be whistled for the offensive foul. Hollis, first personal, second team of the half.
Brian Lang calling the offensive foul there. That's a great job by Stevens, getting in front of him, planting the feet, and not leaning back before you make contact. That's one of the things that players really struggle with, is starting to lean back before the contact happens. That actually makes it a blocking foul.
Stevens with the ball at the top of the key. Stevens guarded closely by number 5, Hollis. Stevens out there, and now it's intercepted kind of by Bello. Bello on the ground, and he's going to knock it out of bounds, and it's going to be Gila Ridge ball.
You know, we don't talk enough about the age and the grades that these kids are in, but number 23, Stevens, he may look like a senior out there. He has the build of a senior. Certainly plays like a senior. He's only a sophomore.
Wow. That's right, true. We did hear that with Stevens this morning, but he's got a couple good years. Kay's only a junior, by the way, so this core, I think he said this morning he only has one senior back, and I'm sure they plan on being at the Holiday Classic next year. Here goes Kay to drive for his first drive of the game, and he's going to get hit by Bello, and Bello's going to have a foul. It's going to be a second personal, third team of the half, and Kay is going to go to the line for a chance, Brandon Todd, to get his first points of the night.
Yeah, but again, you know, not an easy bucket. Whenever he drives, the Santan Sabercats are making sure that he's working hard for his baskets, and certainly got, you know, a hard foul there, and you know, you get hit enough time driving the lane, it takes a toll on you.
Kay puts it in for his first point of the half. 42-38, 5:19 left here in the third quarter. Here comes Kay. Kay up to the line. Kay looks. Kay throws it. Gonna be right through. 42-39 here. Tucker bring the ball. Tucker gives it over to Hollis. Hollis back to Tucker.
We'll say this. It seems like both teams really do. You know, there are turnovers, and turnovers are going to happen at any level, but these teams really do take care of the ball very well.
Yep, there's a reason they're made it as far in this
what a pass.
That's a pass from Delt into Hollis. Hollis lays it back up for 2.
Fantastic vision by Delt, seeing the cutter.
Gila Ridge just trying to back it out, down 5. 4 getting up to 4.5 left in the quarter. There's Kay for 3, and Kay's off on the mark. Rebound's going to go to Bello. Bello throws it back to Tucker. Tucker's going to now have the ball over the court, and he's going to give it long court side to number 10. 10 off the mark. 10 is Padilla. Padilla off the mark. Bello gets the rebound. Bello puts it back up, and he is going to be fouled.
Gila Ridge not boxing out there. That's all that was, you know.
Wiggins
the
is going to be
instead of putting a body on a defender.
Wiggins first personal, second team foul of the half, and we're going to have Bello go to the line.
Who's the best rebounder you've ever known?
Ooh.
Oh, it shouldn't be that hard. Come on now.
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis
probably.
Rodman. That's right. That's what I'm talking about.
I thought you meant like in the, I mean, just as I ever seen, but Dennis Rodman.
That man could rebound.
Yeah, my buddy used to call him Windex because all he did was clean the glass.
Nice. I like it. Strange dude, but he could play some ball.
Strange dude.
He's a strange dude. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws. 4 is live.
He makes 1 of 2. Smith for 3. Smith
shot.
puts it down.
That's a pretty touch.
Yes, was that Smith or
Smith.
Stevens?
That's Smith.
Okay.
Smooth as a hot knife through butter.
45-42. Santan up on Gila Ridge.
Shots off the mark. That's just a forced shot right there by Padilla.
Yeah, Padilla forces that shot up. Looks like Wiggins is going to bring the ball down. Wiggins.
Way off.
And we're going to have
Dunk
Bello
it,
here.
dunk it. You better dunk it.
Oh, no. Long court pass to Bello. Bello puts it up for 2. 2 points, counts as 2 points, 47-42. Lead of 5 with 3.5 left to play in this third quarter.
Just saying.
Kay hands it over to Stevens. Stevens is going to try to put up his own three. That's going to fall way short.
And a foul.
I don't know if they're going to call it a foul. It was just going out of bounds and dealt. And looks like Kay tried to save it and dealt. So we're going to have look at that replay. That was pretty painful. We're going to have a timeout by Hilly Ridge. We're going to take a timeout. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of White Mountain football on iTalk 106.7.
Or basketball.
106.7.
I chose Northland Pioneer College because it's close to where I live. My instructor taught me how to build a foundation and framing and use different tools I haven't used. There's always be work everywhere. I want to get educated and start from the bottom and learn how to find myself and what I can do. NPC's transforming my life.
And we're back at Blue Ridge High School with Gila Ridge and Santan, 47-42 with the SaberCats up as Darude Sandstorm echoes the gym as we count down the end of the third quarter with 3.5 left. 47-42, the SaberCats on top.
I'm impressed that you knew that song.
Brandon, I have a side gig. I'm just not a radio personality.
What's your side gig?
I have some DJ
Are you
in me.
I do the
I do the DJs of all school dances.
Nice.
I've done a couple weddings for some friends.
Very cool.
And, little things here and there. But the bottom line is I'm not very good at it, but I sure like to do it, so I like to know my music.
That's awesome.
Plus, here comes Stevens inside, lays it in for two.
Belt's hurt.
Belt's hurt, and that's going to be a big loss.
Good chance to remind you that if your athlete ever needs to get back to the game, Summit Regional Medical Center has everything your child needs. Get back
Summit
to the game.
Regional Medical Center, and they sponsor our injury report, and right now we have an injury.
Do we have a replay? Do we have a replay of what happened?
Is that Wiggins 32? I believe it is.
It's Delt. Wiggins is number 2.
No, Delt. That's right. Delt's on the other team.
We do not have a replay. Is that what I heard? Of what happened? Yeah, I'd like to see what happened there. There it is right here. Nope. You can back it up just a bit. No, here we go. Let's see. Oh, yeah, he just kind of rolled his ankle there. Yeah, I couldn't tell if he stepped on his teammate or if his ankle just rolled. Right,
he comes back up. Delt's going to take
a nice applause from the crowd.
.255 left. SaberCats up on the Hawks 47-44. Great game we have here. So if we're going to do that, Brandon, then I would like to hear your impression of SaberCat.
Meow.
Yeah, your impression sucked.
It's a kitty cat. It's a kitten. It's a kitten
SaberCat is a fierce animal.
Okay, whoever did that is weird. Yeah, I don't know. SaberCats aren't even real, are they?
They were. They're extinct.
So they're. That's like saying you're okay. So like, why don't you change your thing to like the dinosaurs? It's the same. Why would you have your mascot something that doesn't even exist?
The T-Rexes. Tucker brings the ball up and sends it over to Corral. Corral in the middle to Hollis. Hollis turns, goes. Yeah. Hollis loses it. Smith gets it. The loose ball. We're going to have it to Stevens. Stevens going to drive, and Stevens going to try for a layup. Right layup on the left side. Stevens puts it in for 2.
Not only does he lay it up,
47-46, and then he busts it back for defense.
He runs a 100-yard dash.
Here's Bello. Bello into Hollis. Hollis spins, goes no good, knocked around, and it is going to be.
I love the no call.
Wow, that's going to be Gila Ridge's ball.
I love the no call.
Tucker checks into the game.
Hollis will take a seat for the SaberCats.
Meow.
2 minutes and 18 seconds left here. The SaberCats clinging to a 1-point lead, 47-46, as we count down under 2 in the third quarter of this Holiday Classic Championship game. Ball is given to Kay. Kay goes up. Kay puts in 2. Kay puts the Gila Ridge Hawks on top by 1, 48-47. Just under 2 left to play.
How much do you think Kay weighs?
Don't know.
$120?
30 probably. There's a nice right-handed 6-foot shot by Padilla. Padilla for 2. Padilla puts the SaberCats back on top by 1. Minute 40 left to play. Corral out guarding 25. Smith. Smith over to Stevens. Stevens looking to give it to Wiggins. Wiggins guarded close by Corral. Wiggins takes the ball to his left, throws it over to Kay. Kay guarded by Tucker. Over to Stevens, guarded by Tucker. Out to Wiggins for 3, no good.
I think Wiggins is airballed.
Looks like Bello grabs the rebound. Bello throws it out to Tucker. Bello hustles down as Tucker gives it. Eventually it's up in the hands of Padilla. Padilla reverse layup.
That's smooth right there by Padilla, going up and under.
51-48. SaberCats on top by 3.
Basically,
as we
using
count
the
down.
rim as a way to block the opponents.
Oh,
that's a jump ball.
We're going to get a jump ball here. Tucker jump ball with Kay, and Kay is a little bit frustrated with it.
Yeah, you know, the SaberCats are doing a great job corralling Kay, not allowing him to get any easy buckets, make sure they're putting hands on him whenever he gets into the lane. And you can see the frustration on his face as well. He's probably frustrated that his shorts aren't short enough.
We're treading on some interesting ground here with that call.
Yeah, well, did you listen to my radio show?
Padilla with the ball back out, ends up with Tucker. Tucker over to Tucker.
Oh, that's a nice
Stolen
steal
by
by
Kay. Kay's defense that we talked about earlier. Kay is going to be taken, and Tucker's going to reach in for the foul. And that's going to be Tucker's second personal, 4th team foul. And we're going to have the ball out for the SaberCats. Kay's going to inbound the
There were
ball.
only 8 total fouls called in the first half.
That's true.
7 already here in this quarter.
There's Kay against Tucker. Kay
That's
over
a
to
mismatch.
Stevens.
That's interesting.
Stevens in, lays it up for 2, and he's going to get the and one.
He's pumped up. Back to what I was saying, that's a mismatch there with Tucker guarding Kay. I'm surprised that they don't try to post Kay up down low in the low block with, you know, the much smaller. Oh, they're going to actually Funky Comey is going to check in here, and Kay's going to take a seat.
Brandon, that's going to be Bellows' 3rd foul, and it gives Stevens a chance to go to the line and put this game at. Nope,
he misses
doesn't
down
have
the
it.
last free throw.
However, rebound's going to be bounced to Johnson. Johnson ends up with it, kicks out to 25. Yippies. No, Yippies, no, Smith. Yippies is for the SaberCat. I'm looking, it's blue and white, and I'm looking all around. Here is number 10. That is Padilla. Padilla misses it. It's going to be out, and it is going to be Gila Ridge ball. No. He's got to check in. Hollis checks in for the SaberCats.
Yeah, interesting. So Padilla was he was out of bounds there, and he was injured, and he wasn't looking at the play, and the ball came out and hit him. And I think it would have been SaberCats' ball had it not hit him, but he didn't even see the ball.
Johnson long court shot, no good. We're 51-50 here to start the 4th quarter of the last period. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of White Mountain Basketball on italk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
So I want to give a shout out to Jeff, one of our camera, and apparently his mom. So, like, I don't know why are we going to shout out to his mom as well, but
he's saying hi to his mom.
I thought his mom was a camera person. I was like, I don't understand. I get it. Okay, I get it. What up, Jeff? What up, Jeff's mom? I thought they were saying shout out to Jeff. Okay, let me just tell you what my partner just did. My partner, Aaron Hewish, just pulled out 2 chapsticks, and you applied 2 chapsticks at one time.
Yep.
That was interesting.
Do you want the explanation, or do we even care
Nope,
at this
I don't
point?
care.
Oh, come on, Brandon. You
I don't
might want to
care.
know.
Nope, I don't.
Maybe one's for healing and one's for moisturizing.
That's
Never thought of that?
Nope, I've never thought about putting 2 chapsticks on at one time ever.
Well, if I told you, you would think a lot less of me, so I'm probably not going to tell you.
We got some
There's a
action
nice
going on.
number 12 lay-in by White to start this 4th quarter. 52. (52-51).
What?
We're not sure
we
what's
got
happening
blood.
here. We're
No,
going
he
to
had
keep it
some
right
blood.
here. We've got a blood
Yeah,
time.
just got a little bit of blood.
Who has blood?
I don't know, but I don't want to see it. I'll probably pass out.
Is that Tucker?
I don't know.
Tucker's got blood? Oh, it's a finger. Okay.
Ugh.
There we go. We're going to keep it here. Tucker's going to bring the ball. Gives to Bello. Bello back to Tucker. Tucker over to Corral. Corral back to Tucker. Into Hollis. Corral up and not good.
Oh,
Bello
wow.
with a strong rebound. Bello brings it back out to Corral. And Corral's going to give it to Tucker to set it up again.
Gila Ridge Hawks in a zone here.
Here goes Padilla. Padilla lays it up and in for 2.
Yeah, that's a good drive.
53-52 with under 7 left to play in this 4th quarter. And that's Kay. Kay high off the glass, 4-2. Kay gives the Gila Ridge Hawks the lead by 1. And right down on the other end, oh my goodness. Did we see how that took place?
That was awesome.
That's going to be off the head of
It hit the bottom
Corral
of the backboard
or Padilla.
and hit him right in the dome piece.
And off and out of bounds, Gila
And
Ridge
out of
ball.
bounds, yeah.
You use that head to your advantage, put that ball back, but it's not a coachable move. 6.5 minutes left to play here. Gila Ridge Hawks up 54-53 on the Santan Foothill SaberCat. Here
Great
comes
deep.
Medina. Medina drives. Medina looks like a little bit of arm might have gotten, but now the ball flies out of bounds, and we're going to have SaberCats ball under the basket.
I'm going to tell you, the best thing I've heard you say all day is gotten.
I love it. It's grammatically incorrect. But, I'm also one that can use a triple
That
negative
wasn't
in a
even the
sentence.
correct word either.
Well, you can use a triple negative in a sentence. The English teachers I work with at the high school, when you say no, it ain't neither, they don't like that at all.
Yeah.
That's one that drives them nuts, but that's okay. Because got gotten. Just something good. Here's 22, Medina. Medina up, and it is good for 3.
The funky Cole Medina.
That gives the Hawks a 4-point lead over the SaberCats. There's Hollis. Hollis over to Corral. Corral wants to shoot a 3. He doesn't like it. Gives it over to Delt. Delt in the corner. No good. Rebound by Stevens.
The sophomore Stevens controlling the offense there. It's good defense.
White throws it away to Delt. Delt
Great
into
pass.
Corral. Corral for 2.
No, that's Padilla. Padilla number 10.
Was it 10?
Yeah.
I thought it was Corral. My apologies to Padilla. 57-55, lead of the Hawks down to 2. Over to Stevens. Stevens on the far side.
He's going to shoot.
He's going to shoot, pulls up, and it is no good. Rebound.
You could tell he was going to shoot it from the
Rebound
moment he
is
touched the
Delt,
ball.
yeah, because Kay was looking over there kind of calling for the ball. Here's Corral. Corral over to Padilla. Padilla, long 3. No, he does not shoot it. He chooses to give it to Bello. Bello to the middle to Delt. Delt dribbles to his right. Looking over the top to 10. Padilla. Padilla for 3. No good. Rebound's going to go to Medina.
Yeah, I don't like that offensive possession there. I think that was kind of a forced shot.
I think they forced it. I think it was too quick. All right, we're going to have a timeout here by the Gila Ridge Hawks with 4 minutes and 36 seconds left, up by 2. 57-55. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of White Mountain Basketball on iTalk1067.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here home.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School, the 2020 White Mountain Firefighters Holiday Classic Basketball Tournament, and we are in what they consider the championship game, and the Gila Ridge Hawks up by 2 points on the Santan Foothill SaberCats.
Give a shout out to my girlfriend, if you don't mind, Chris Bennett's mom. Chris Bennett's mom.
Do we really go there?
I don't care if she's married.
Smith with the ball. Smith over to Medina. Medina dribbles to his right. Medina drives the lane. It is intercepted by Delt. Delt going to do what he can to throw the ball into Bello. Bello walks, looks, but he did not travel. I think he just took, for me it looked like he took 2 steps, but
You're allowed 5 steps in this game.
Tucker over to Padilla.
Oh,
Padilla
good
into
dish.
Hollis. Hollis left-handed good.
That's a great
for 2.
dish.
57-57, halfway through the fourth quarter. 4 minutes left in the second half.
That's a great pass. You see on the replay
It was a
there.
great replay.
Nice
Here's
job by
Kay.
our
Kay
camera
looking
crew.
against Delt. Kay drives. He's going to go reverse
Whoa!
lane, go over, and wow, just a great 2-point shot. 59-57. Look at this replay here.
Goes up with the left, switches over. Wow, that's
Wow,
just
that's
a
a great play.
shot.
That's why he's got, and that's almost the bucket in the trash. Shout out to the crew taking care of the gym floor, the gym facilities, the facility area. It looks good.
Shout out to one of our camera ladies, Kiera.
We got Abe Bodden down there on the camera doing a fabulous job. Abe's actually a friend of mine, lives coincidentally across the street from me in the barrio known as Park Plaza in Snowflake.
Shout out to Jared, one of our camera guys. That's a 3. Oh, shout out to my main man, Dylan. We're going to keep it here during this timeout so we can get through this. We have Jeff, we have Kiera, Abe, Jared,
And our boss, Camden.
Camden's not doing anything.
Nathan in the truck.
Oh, certainly Nathan, yeah. And I think that's everybody. I think that's everybody.
Hold on.
Aaron,
Yusha, Brandon Todd.
Hey, let's go ahead and talk here about our potential Vila Orthodontics.
You know what? I'm getting something in my ear about somebody else.
No, you're not. Listen, no, you're not. Don't ruin this for me. Okay? Nobody else to thank.
Not a name I'm familiar with.
Vila Orthodontics, Live Smile, Live Smile, Straight Line play of the game. There's been a lot. It's a 1-point game. We'll look forward to announcing that. Our Deemer's Glass man of the game. You know what?
I got to go with, for Glassman, I got to go with his Delt. Delt's only got, let's see, 9 points. He has been all over the glass, both offensive and defensive. He's the glass man.
Congratulations to Delt.
We're going to call Delt
glass man of the game.
We're going to call him Windex.
Need glass for your home and business.
Glass.
Deemer's Glass and Lakeside is hands down the best place to call quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass. Call 1-888 Glass Man.
There's Jared.
And a shout out to our juicy graphics guy, Chris Bennett.
Chris Bennett. That's who it is.
Our fluffy, juicy graphics guy, Chris Bennett.
There's Kay with the ball. Team down by 1.
Oh.
Kay shoots an NBA range 3. Hits it.
Wow.
62-60. As we kick down the fourth quarter.
Great shot.
Tucker brings the ball, gives it to Delt. Don't let that K guy get hot. There's over to Hollis. Hollis back to Delt. Delt takes the ball to his left.
Foul,
goes, and he is going to. There's going to be a foul whistled. Mr. Lang here, the official, giving us a foul. Foul is on 25 Smith. That's his first personal. And that is the 4th team of the half?
4th team foul, yes.
Oh, and they're going to whistle it. I didn't see. That looked like it came off the back of him. Okay. Saying it missed him. That's okay.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
62-60, 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to play. The Gila Ridge Hawks on top. Driving the lane here is Smith. Smith misses. Hollis and Stevens, they fight for it. And Stevens yanked the ball away from Hollis, and Hollis comes back and gets him.
I'm looking forward to this. See that?
Yeah, he got him. He got him with the body and with the arm.
Certainly,
so Hollis is going to be whistled for the foul. His 3rd personal, team 6th. And Stevens is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
He'll shoot 2 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws.
And we also have our Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports Player of the Game, and we're nowhere near deciding who that is because we're in a little bit of a tight ball game here.
I mean,
I think Bello is definitely a candidate.
What do we have? What happened here? You have a lane violation?
I didn't see what happened there. I was busy looking at points in the book.
I think we had a lane violation or something there that happened on that second free throw. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there.
So here's Hollis. Hollis over to Delt. Delt's going to try to bring the ball back. Delt's going to throw it over to Tucker. Tucker with a long-range 3 of his own. No good. However, Hollis is going to get the rebound.
Great board.
Throw it back out to Delt. Delt going to drive. He's going to put it up, and it is no good. Rebound is Stevens. Stevens hands it over to Wiggins. Wiggins on the far side back to Medina. Medina to Kay.
Shoot it. Shoot it from there.
He might.
He's going to shoot. He's going to pull up. Watch him. Oh, wow.
Wow. Unselfishly gives it to Stevens. We're going to have a travel. 62-60, minute 54 left. The Gila Ridge Hawks are up on the Santan Foothills Sabercats.
We got ourselves a game, folks.
Don't go anywhere.
Cotton needs a new pair of shorts.
Hollis there, going to kick it out to Tucker. Tucker over to Delt. Delt to Bello. Bello, short jumper with his left. No good.
That's a great job.
Gets his own rebound.
Basket.
Fights, however, throws it away to Smith.
That's about it.
Moves back on defense. Gila Ridge up by 2 as we settle at a minute and a half in this ballgame. Gila Ridge up by 2. Kay with the ball. I'm not sure if they're going to look to stall or what they're going to do.
1:16 remaining.
That's Medina. Medina off the glass. Rebound by Bello. Bello over to Joe Padilla. Padilla to Tucker. Tucker's going to bring it down. Minute left in this ballgame. 62-60 the score. Gila Ridge on top. There's Hollis. Hollis out to Tucker. Tucker gives it to Padilla. Padilla drives the lane. Padilla has it gripped. Hollis knocks it out of bounds, and we're going to call it Gila Ridge ball.
Yeah, I just disagree with that drive there. I mean, like, you're 4 foot nothing. You're going to drive baseline into 2 6 foot something guys. I don't agree with that drive, especially baseline, because you don't have anywhere to go except into the
player.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 62-60 Gila Ridge on top of the Santan Foothills Sabercats. 49 seconds left in this fourth quarter.
Gotta have
Smith
a
with
stop.
the ball. Smith dribbles to his right, back.
Oh, here we go.
Smith with the ball, playing for the last shot. Santan might have to foul here. And they're one away from the bonus, so that's what we're going to get. We're going to get a whistle and a foul on one.
Yeah, I'm not even sure where the foul happened there.
Calling on Tucker, it's going to be 1-1. K at the line to shoot the 1-1.
Yeah, that's the wrong person.
That's the wrong person to foul. Mount Mobile Auto Glass free throw. K at the line. K good for his first. K perfect from the line today, puts his team up.
It's a big free throw here.
63. This is huge, but it's the guy you want if you're the Hawks taking it. Puts his team up by 4. We're going to get a timeout. No,
just a substitution.
Just a substitution.
Number 11.
That's Corral.
Corral checks
Here's
in
Delt. Delt checking in. Delt going coast to coast.
Oh,
There's Bello. Bello up. Bello misses. Rebound is given to number 2, Wiggins. And we're going to have a foul and a 1-1.
I don't know if Bello or if Delt got poked in the eye, maybe. But
Foul's going to be on Padilla. That's going to be the 8th team. We're going to have.
Yeah, I think so. He's holding his eye. I think he got poked in the eye. You know, they had about 3 chances there to put it back. Couldn't do it.
It's going to be a little bit of a long shot here. The best thing that could happen is to miss this and come down and hit one right away and then take the foul before the 2-shot penalty takes over. Wiggins puts down the first of 2. 65-60, 16.7 seconds left here at Blue Ridge High School. The Hawks on top of the SaberCats. Wiggins puts down the second. 6-point lead. Santem's going to have to put something up real quick here.
You got to shoot a 3. You need a 3-pointer. What are you doing? You need a 3-pointer.
And we're going to get a foul. So Delt's going to go to the line.
Yeah, I mean, that's
2
just
with 11 seconds left.
But listen,
22 Medina is going to be whistled for the foul.
Yeah, but that's just not smart.
I agree with that. You need a 3. You need a 3 and a quick foul. 3 and a quick foul.
Exactly right. I don't like these 2 points. You make both these free throws, it's still a 2-possession game. Yeah. You got to shoot the 3 there. But, you know, they're kids.
They're learning. It's something that maybe happens now that doesn't happen in regular season. Delt hits the first.
I mean, or unless you purposely miss this one and you try to, you know, get a quick outlet and a 3, just throw it off the front of the rim.
Delt misses.
Got to throw up. Oh, that's going to be a foul.
Bello for his 4th. That's going to be the 19th foul. 9.9 seconds left. 66-61. The Hawks lead.
Didn't who's the dude? Was it Reggie Miller that made 9 points in like 3 seconds?
Like 13 seconds or something. Yeah, it was something insane.
It ain't over till it's over.
He stole and then Stevens makes the first of his 1-1. 67-61. 9.9.
Look at this shooting style.
Left.
That's interesting.
And Stevens makes the second one. 68-61. Santen's going to throw it up here. Tucker for 3. No good.
Okay, that's going to do it. Only
that's
2 seconds left.
2 seconds left. Let's go.
I don't know what. You know what? I'm going to make our Beeler Orthodontic straight line play of the game with the very rare 4-point play.
4-point play, because that was a huge momentum shift.
Congratulations to the Gila Ridge Hawks. I don't remember who did the Beeler Orthodontics Live Your Smile straight line play of the game. It was I don't remember who it was, but 4-point play certainly worthy of the accolade there. In our Honda Ski Outdoor Sport Player of the Game, obviously brought to you by Honda Ski Outdoor Sport for the best selection of hiking, hunting, fishing, camping gear on the mountain. Go to Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport, south of Pine Top on Highway 260. I'll give that one over to you, Aaron.
I'm going through the numbers. I'm going to have to go with Wiggins for the Gila Ridge Hawks. He was consistent, played a lot of defense, although he didn't score in the third quarter. I have him for 2, 4, 6, 8, 14, 16 on the night. Great night for him. He was perfect from the line. And Wiggins just, when Kay went down a little bit, he stepped up. I didn't say Kay go down. When Kay was guarded pretty heavily, somebody else on the team had to step up. So he is definitely our Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports player of the game. We have our straight line play of the game, and we have our Deemer's Glass man. And we went with Delt from Santan, because without him, they weren't hanging in this game.
We want to go ahead and keep it here so we can watch the presentation of the trophies here. You got the Tiny Baby Trophy for the second place finishers. The Santan
Foothills SaberCats.
SaberCats.
This is a 3A school and a 5A school, I believe, competing, or a 4A and a 3A. So something right there. But give a hand to Santan Foothills for coming out here tonight to the Firefighters Holiday Classic.
That's a solid team right there, too.
It is a solid team.
They're guards. They're shooting guards. Look at that little Tiny Baby trophy there.
Congratulate 2 alternating team members from
Kind of upset we didn't see number 33 get in the game. What, that guy up front with the glasses?
Yeah, he didn't get in the game, did he?
Alternating number 1, Tucker. And number 10,
Number
Joseph
10, Joe
Padilla.
Padilla did a great job, outstanding young man, helping his cause here tonight, helping his team.
And now for your champions, the Hawks of Gila Ridge.
And we'll turn it over to the Hawks of Gila Ridge for the.
And here's the presentation of
There's some hardware to take back home to Yuma.
Yeah, look at that. That's a great shot right there.
Yeah, great.
That's cool.
Hats off to them. Played a
Don't
great
kiss
game.
it.
Made
Yeah.
the championship game what it should be in a tournament like this.
Certainly.
Both these teams tuning up their skills to go. Hopefully, Santan takes this and learns from it a little bit and is able to put something together as they go through. Congratulations to Gila Ridge Hawks for winning it.
Alternate teams from Gila Ridge.
Alternate team from Gila Ridge.
Up first, we're going to congratulate number 2, CJ Wiggins.
Yeah, Wiggins certainly.
Wiggins certainly. He was
had a
our
great tournament.
He was our player of the game.
And our tournament MVP, number 11, Jameson
Kay with our tournament MVP with the
Yeah.
hoodie that is going to be well needed down in Yuma.
Jamison Kay, he surpassed the 1,000 point mark for his career. Just a junior, halfway through his junior season, he's already surpassed 1,000 points in his career. Certainly going to be someone to watch, not only for the remainder of this year, but into next year and into his continuing education and basketball career.
Curious to see what he does, see what the Gila Ridge Hawks do, because they've got they're going to take this tournament and learn from it. We talked to the coach before the first game they played today, and he's pretty confident in them moving forward. He's pretty confident in how young of a team he has. So whatever they decide to do this year, they can take it, learn from it. But I guess we're looking at signing off here, Brandon.
Oh,
We're
I
at
got
the end
nothing
of
else
the
to say. Let's get the heck out of here.
And so thank you for tuning in. This is your 2020 White Mountain Firefighters Holiday Classic Basketball Championship. I'd like to thank our sponsors and patron them. They've done a great job sponsoring these youth. And we're going to, myself, Aaron Hewish, Brandon Todd, all our technical people, we're going to sign off here tonight. The Gila Ridge Hawks, your 2020 Holiday Classic Champions.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 KNKI Pine Top and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport, Deemer's Glass, Dealer Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, Octopus Car Wash, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, and Little Bluebird Studios. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 1067 and Country Mountain Airwaves, a Kopaniki communications station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the express written consent of iTalk 1067 or Country Mountain Airwaves is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to iTalk1067.com.